Benedict, you heard him just there, Boris Johnson saying the UK and France need to do everything in their power to work together to tackle this crisis. Does that mark something of a shift in the way the UK is approaching the migrant crisis in the Channel?
I think it's really too early to tell if the growing flow of thousands of migrants trying to reach the United Kingdom in small boats in one of the world's busiest shipping lanes is going to be reduced anytime soon. What is very clear is that 27 people, or at least 27 people, died yesterday trying to reach what many of them consider to be an El Dorado where they can have a better life, find a job, disappear into the black economy. Boris Johnson and Emmanuel Macron spoke on the phone last night, and what has come out of that phone conversation is clearly the urgency of the problem. They've agreed to do everything possible, I quote them, to stop the gangs responsible for putting people's lives at risk. So that stepping up of joint efforts to prevent these deadly crossings will be crucial. And interestingly, in the Downing Street readout of that conversation, it talks also not just about talking collaborating with France, but also closely with Belgium and the Netherlands, as well as other countries across Europe. Now, of course, the United Kingdom is no longer in the EU. It is a third country, so it needs to come to some new agreement with the EU about this. What both leaders, the French and British leaders, want to do is to break the business model, they say, of the criminal gangs behind them. Some say that yesterday was simply a tragedy waiting to happen. When you know the numbers involved, 27,000 people have come across those waters, those few miles that separate the French and British shores in the last 11 months. That is triple what was true the year before. So it is clearly growing. It's a very lucrative business. These criminal gangs extract at least £3,000, something like 4,000 or up to 8,000 euros from each person. And these people are put on very overcrowded, unseaworthy small boats.
And it is important, isn't it, Benedict, when we're discussing migration in the UK, the question of illegal migration, illegal arrivals on UK soil, that's a very sensitive topic for a lot of British voters.
It's a sensitive topic, certainly, because when you remember that back in 2016 in the Brexit referendum, the big promises certainly of, for example, Boris Johnson and other Brexiteers, was that, take back control of your borders, and clearly stemming that flow of migrants, which is now on small boats since the beginning of the pandemic, as opposed to on the back of lorries. It's a long-term problem. It's been going on for over 20 years, and clearly this needs to try and be reduced, if not stopped. Interestingly, the Minister for Immigration Compliance, Tom Pursgrove, last night told the BBC that he was asked if he would like to see France's northern shore, so beaches, patrolled by UK officers. He replied, quote, "We need to go further. We need to deepen that collaboration and that cooperation. It is the case. In the past, we have offered to host and help with joint Franco-British patrols on French shores, and I think that could be invaluable in helping to address the issue. And I really do hope the French reconsider that offer." A crisis for both French and British governments. We will see what happens and comes out of many meetings, both here and in France later today.
Bénédicte Paviot reporting from London. Thank you very much.